Afternoon, folks. Trying out a different camera today to see how it works. Looks like it's working pretty good. Hey, I'm just gonna bring you up to date. Haven't had a video out since the snowstorm. There's gonna be one coming out prior to this that you'll see. We've been doing this guy, this old Skidder here this week. Had a little head scratching going on, and the old, I'm going to say the old guy, he's the oldest one in the shop now, kind of figured it out. Well, we all kind of figured it out. We figured the head gasket was blown on this machine. You brought it in, you opened up the radiator cap, and she was burbling right out of there, and so we expected to see a bad head gasket, quite frankly. But after a little bit more research, well, they took it apart and the head gasket was complete. I don't know where he's got it here. Oh, it's right here. But it was complete, and we were like, what the hell? What? It wasn't apparent, you know. All these years I've worked on these skidders and these engines, the cast iron heads, and it just was bothersome to not see the evidence. You know, the glove. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Where the hell have I heard that? Oh, anyways, that's bad shit there. So what he discovered, it's kind of a fluke or an accident, we discovered that the shiv was bad, the pulley, if you will, for the belt. And during the winter, this particular machine was overheating quite regularly. And they just fill it with antifreeze and keep going. It was winter and whatnot. And they didn't notice that. The fan was hardly spinning, the water pump was hardly spinning. So after time and time, this is our theory, you know, opinion, and over time this thing heated up, overheated, cooled off, overheated, cooled off. And what we did find, and I wish I had this going while we were dinking around with it the other day, but on top of each piston in the hole, 1 through 4, there was a white ring right underneath the intake valve. And of course our engine shop guy retired last fall. So I have no place to take the head at the moment. I haven't searched it out, haven't magnifluxed it, haven't looked at it. But we had, this guy, I've been doing work for him for a long time, and we had a spare head of his from a motor we junked. We already had the head sent in. Long story short, I've had this brand new head, reman head, sitting on the shelf for probably 6, 7, 8 years. So all we had to do was buy a head gasket, put it on. They rebuilt the water pump, put a new pulley on it, and we fired it up this morning, and lo and behold, no more pressure in the water system, in the cooling system. So that was a good deal, because we didn't know if the block was cracked somewhere, or a sleeve, if we had to go down deeper into the... There was no water in the downstairs though, down in the oil. So and I'll show you a picture. I used dye penetrant trying to figure out if the head was cracked on the surface, but we couldn't find anything on the surface. So beyond that, I can't do a whole lot. I can't do the magnifluxing. But so we're guessing between the intake port and the water jacket, somewhere down in the head, it was picking up the coolant, and or it's cracked on the other side, and it's what was putting compression into the radiator. So that got done today. His other one, we just got to repack that cylinder that's laying there on the blade and do some other work, and then we'll both be done on Monday in Wes's machine. He's working on his own yet here in the shop. But what's missing here that we just drove out a couple hours ago, is the motor guida. The motor guida is all done. the front end there too. Been busy, haven't had time to do a lot of this videoing, and so I think I talked about it in a different video, some road work where I got to go to a couple different places from time to time and do some work not in my shop. And so I'm going to get stretched a little bit thin here this summer, but that's okay. But we've got a Ponzi Whiston sitting outside. Yeah, I'll walk outside, see if it's still raining. And it's got some major issues. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Hey, and if you'll notice from the previous videos, 2 weeks ago to the day, we started with that blizzard. Evelyn, I think they called it. Snow's pretty much all gone. We had 60s during the week here. And everything's pretty much gone. So I don't know, new camera too, I don't know how the wind's going to affect this, but guy bought a Whiston from somewhere, I don't know where, called me up. We got to work on the center section. The top bushing is loose, and then I'm going to show you guys some stuff. I don't ever want to catch any of you people out there doing this that watch my videos. If you ever weld rebar and threaded rod into something, you're definitely, no, you just don't do that. The rebar is made out of the crappiest stuff. It's just, yeah. But at any rate, we're gonna, that in the, you'll hopefully see that. We got to pull the rear axle out of it. It's moving around about a 1/4 inch in there. The bolts got loose, nobody tightened them over the years, and I've got my own specific way I fix that, and you'll hopefully see that. All the parts are here, and basically we've got some repairs here to make. This was been patched. Once I get that cover off, we're going to see how bad the damage is in there. Right here too, you can see that. I'm not flipping you off, that's my pointer finger. And somebody scabbed a lot of stuff on there. So here we go again, where we're reworking somebody else's garbage, but that's what I do, I guess. I ain't gonna make any bones about it. If other people didn't screw up, I wouldn't have any work to do, right? Let's not say screw up, let's rephrase that. If other people didn't do the job properly, they wouldn't be calling on me to do it properly. And that's the way it is. So that's how it works in the world. And I just wanted to bring you around and show you the grader front end. Boy, that turned out nice. You can see we rebushed and pinned everything. Had to do some machining in the axle. And the major complaint was this machine was just typical of a motor grader. As you're driving down the road, the wheels would wobble, until you don't fall down. And I just pulled it out, well, like I said, about 2 hours ago. And the old Fiat left yesterday. And old Chief LePac is going to go home next week. Our winter road restrictions are going to go off Monday. Somebody left the master on. So the winter road restrictions are going to get lifted on Monday, so we can haul this machine back to its pit where it belongs. And hopefully summer will commence. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees on Monday. Not 75, 70. So that's about all I got. We'll see how I like this new camera. And you guys too. So alright, that's all I got for today. Hopefully it keeps you guys at bay for a while. And appreciate you watching. And maybe something else interesting will come up. Alright. See ya. Thanks.